Hello viewers, Ohio Airgun Shooter back with another video. In this video, I'm going to continue testing out these H&N lead-free pellets. I have the H&N Field Target Trophy Green. They weigh 5.71 grain. And I have the H&N Barracuda Green, which weigh 6.41 grains. And I will be testing them out in the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex, which is a break barrel spring piston air pistol. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get it to, shoot anything really well. Groups are very erratic. It has a tendency to shoot very low, even with the rear sight pretty much maxed out all the way up. It's been a struggle. Now, my last testing involved some more lead-free pellets. I tried the JSB lead-free. Then I had the Olympia domed. And I also tried the Gammo Platinums. And those had potential. I think the Olympias did really well. And I believe the Platinums actually shot pretty good too. This is a lower powered air pistol. It has a claim velocity of 320 feet per second. With the with the Gammo Platinum, I achieved a high velocity of 401.8 feet per second. With the JSBs, they are a 6.77 grain lead-free pellet. I achieved a high of, looks like 273.4 feet per second. And then with the Olympias, which are 5.5 grain, the highest I achieved was 308.7 feet per second. So still well under the claim velocity of 320 feet per second. So this is a pretty low powered air pistol, very backyard friendly. And so I'm just going to test these H&Ns out in it and just see how well they do. Now, energy wise, with the Gammo Platinums, which are 4.88 grain. I did weigh them. That's pretty much where most of them were averaging. I got an average velocity of 375.68 feet per second. And then the joules was 2.87. And then with the JSB lead free, the 6.77 grain, my average was 256.66 feet per second with 1.3 joules. And then with the Olympias, the average was 280.69 feet per second with 1.6 joule. So so far it's been a sub 3 joule pistol, which again makes it very backyard friendly and makes it a good plinker. But the problem is just trying to get it to zero and group well has been a struggle. So I'm going to try these H&Ns and hopefully they'll shoot pretty good. Now, the good thing about these being lead-free is I can shoot more indoors, work with the Mark IV a lot more than with lead, and hopefully I can get it to group. But again, my problem has been with the sight. It's just, it shoots really low, and my last outing, I had this pretty much, it was maxed all the way out to where the screw was just about ready to come out. And it finally started to kind of level off for elevation. So I don't know what else I could do with this thing. I don't know if this will come off, if this is true maybe to the actual firearm. Maybe I could put a an aftermarket scope or sights or something. I'm not sure. I mean, I wish it was drill and tapped on top, but yeah, it just seems to shoot really high now, or shoot really low actually. And I think one of the reasons maybe why is if you look at it, it kind of, I don't know if it's the mold here for the plastic barrel. I don't want to say shroud, but it has the inner barrel and it sits, kind of a little bit high, but to me it kind of has like a small droop to it. It goes from here and then it kind of starts to droop down. So I don't know if that's causing everything to shoot low. So I'm probably going to have to just overcorrect on my elevation and then just try to get it to group. And maybe I can slide this, because there's a dovetail here. I don't know if you call that a dovetail, but I don't know if this sight can come off, and maybe I can slip some kind of like rail, maybe I don't know, something I could attach a scope to, maybe a red dot, and try to work with it that way. But yeah, we'll just test out these H&Ns and see how well they do. So we'll begin with some velocity testing. I will start with the H&N Field Target Trophy Greens. These are the 5.71 grain. And then I'll move to the Barracuda Green. These are the 6.41 grain. I'll be on my chronograph set up over there. So we'll do 5 of each, and just to kind of see what kind of velocities we're getting with these. I'm set to feet per second down there on the chronograph. So let's see. First shot. H&N Field Target Trophy Greens. 5.71 grain. 264.6. 276.8. 275.9. So still well below the claim velocity of 320 feet per second. 284.4. I mean, I only achieved that, went over with the Gamma PBA Platinums. $274.0. I'll do one more. I think this is 5, could be 6. Tell you what, I'll just do 10 shots. Kind of forget what number I'm on, so we'll do a few here. Alright, I'll do 2 more, and then we'll switch to the Barracudas. So it seems to be settling in around the 270s, upper 270s. So, all right, that's pretty good. All right, let me switch to the Barracudas. These are 6.64 grains. I think I was saying 6.61 maybe, but they are 6.64. I'll do 10 of these as well. These will be a little slower, I imagine. That was only 161.9. That wasn't very good. Try another one. That's surprisingly slow. 145.0. That I don't understand. Why these are shooting so slow. I mean, they're only 6.5 grain or so. 126. That just seems surprisingly very, very low for a lead-free lightweight pellet. Like I said, this thing's very underpowered. 153.5. 136.1. I can't believe how slow these are. 138.9, but I mean that seems to be where it is. I mean, that's over less than half for something that only weighs what, 1.1, grains lighter. Okay, that went up a little bit, 185. Very weird. $147.8. All right, I'll try one more. Could be just this pistol. I mean, I'm surprised it's shooting that slow. So, kind of see where these are at velocity wise. Again, only 6.64 grains. Tell you what, let me try. Got some of these hobbies. They're lead. These are RWS hobbies. I just want to try something. These lead. They're 7 grains. They're a bit heavier. I just wonder what these shoot at. I mean, those H&N Barracudas are longer. Barracudas. Like I said, Barracudas. They are longer. All right. This is the RWS Hobbies. Lead, 7 grain. See, 275.0. I just think it doesn't like those the Barracudas. I think I shot the Kodiaks in these, which are like the same thing, and I kind of get the same results. They're just they just don't shoot well on this. 279.2. So, and these are heavier than those, so it must be just that style of pellet for some reason. That's almost 300. $274. So this thing is an interesting pistol, nonetheless. 289.9. Haven't hit that 300 yet. 282.1. Do a couple more. 279.5. $291.2. So those shot pretty good. Those are heavier and they're lead. What are these? Oh, these are 6.9. I'm gonna try these too. These are 6.9 grain, super hollow point, super H point by RWS. Let me just try a couple of these. Getting a little sidetracked here, but I mean, I just don't understand why those Barracudas do not shoot well on this. Let's do a couple of these. 293.7. Again, this is heavier than a Barracuda, so it must just be that style of pellet. See, 306.6. So let me try a few more of those Barracudas after this. 303.0. $298.9. So these are shooting good. Let me just try those Barracudas again. I mean, maybe it's just, I don't know. It could be the head, the style. It's just, I mean, here's the pellet. I mean, 130s, 120s. There we go, 146. So must just be something with these. I don't understand. 153. So yeah, these are again only 6.64 grains, but they're slower than the heavier lead pellets that are 7 grain or more. So that's interesting. All right, well, we'll move to some accuracy testing with the H&N Field Target Trophy Greens. And you know what? I'll go ahead and try the Barracuda Greens. Maybe slower velocities will equal to better accuracy. We'll see. All right, before I jump to the accuracy testing, I want to test these Crossman Premiers. These are domed Ultra Magnums. They are 10.5 grains. Already shot a couple of them, so check this out. Lead, heavier than the H&N Barracuda Greens. Again, these are 10.5. The H&M Barracudas are 6.64. So if you do the math, the 10.5 grain lead should be slower than these H&N Barracudas that are lead free and lighter. 169.4. I did test 2 of them before. Each of them was 214. So 204. 206. So these are heavier, but yet they're shooting faster than the lighter H&M Barracudas. So must be something to do with that that pellet. 198, that dropped under 200. But this testing is getting a little sidetracked, but just trying to 158. And now that one was a lot slower. Back over 207, so could be just this air gun. I mean, and 178. I'll do one more. .210. So interesting test here. I mean, the heavier lead shot faster than the lighter lead free. So I mean, these don't go in very tight at all. I mean, they fit, I mean, just nice and snug. So I don't know why these are shooting slower than the much heavier lead pellets, but did really good with these. So we'll just go to the target testing and we'll just test Barracudas and the Field Target Trophy Green, both from H&N. All right, on to the accuracy testing with the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex and the H&N Field Target Trophy Green and H&N Barracuda Green. You saw with the velocity testing, you know, how, I mean, just some surprising numbers with, you know, between the lead and the lead free. Just, I guess that just shows the value, you know, the value of having a chronograph. You see what pellets are shooting at what speeds, and the differences, you know, between heavier lead and lighter lead free, which, you know, it shot heavier lead better, faster than lighter lead free. So very interesting results. So my distance that I'll be shooting at is about between 6 and 6.5 yards, closer to 6. I'll be starting with the left target. My aim will be, to begin with, just below the black dot that I have up there. We'll see where these are landing. It has a tendency to shoot low, so let's see how it goes here. I'll shoot a group of 10. That was pretty much right on elevation wise. Just needed a little bit more to the, bring it to the right. That was lower, but windage was good. That was right above the first hole, or the second hole, I guess. Is that 3? That was lower, 4. I mean, pretty good group there. 3 out of 5 are in the same hole. That was a little lower. Was that 6? These pellets have potential. 7. Eight. I think I hit the dot with that one. 9. Have to say, I'm not disappointed with this group. It's grouping. So, not bad at all. Shoot. Let me go ahead and move to the right target. I mean, that's a pretty good group. So, we'll just try a few more. I mean, I could do worse, I guess, right? All right. Same aim point. That one was way low. That one was high. I mean, what a difference so far. I mean, that first, you know, that first grouped well. This one not so well. So I think I should have just left it where it was. Those are all over the place. That was better. It's right there about the 11 o'clock position. Around that black dot. Not sure where that one went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 3 more shots I have. I mean, this could be me. I could be changing my aim, you know, my point of aim. It's just so much variables go in. This is why I wanted to get the lead-free pellets, so I could do more testing and practicing indoors. So let's go get a closer look at those. I mean, I do know, you know, from this, we do know that it has the potential to group well. This one, a little bit more opened up. Could be me. It is a spring piston. You know, there's a lot of variables go into that. Hold, you know, how you hold it. Do you hold the grip tight? Do you hold it loose? I don't know. but that one definitely opened up. But that one there, pretty good group. So looks like I got a couple right around here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. But let's try the H&N Barracudas. All right, I got a fresh target set up. We're moving to the H&N Barracuda green, lead free, 6.64 grains. That last round of shooting, I mean, started out grouping well, and then when I moved to the right target, it did not do so well. So I mean, just it's just, you know, how do you explain that? So again, I'm gonna start with the left target, aim right at that black dot. I'm actually resting that right on top of the front sight, which it does have a fiber optic front sight. Rear sights were black. I just added some white paint to it just to kind of help. So, all right, here we go. H&N Barracudas, 6.64 grains, lead free. That one dropped like a rock, so I'll have to pull my aim up. I mean, you can even hear that one was slow. All right. I'll aim at the same spot, just see if it drops in the same place. I mean, it's grouping, just low. I can't come up much higher with the rear sight because it's almost maxed out. That one, I can see, it looks like it hit the cardboard below the paper. All right, let me bring my sight up some. One thing about this is, I don't know if I can zoom in on the sight. I don't think it'll let me. But here's the front rear sight, and then the front sight. And it's got this big, tall front sight. So I'm wondering, instead of aiming like this, how you're supposed to, I'm sorry it's blurry, bring this front sight up some and just align the white with the ridge or the edge of this black right here on the front sight. So actually bring this red fiber optic up a little higher. So let me try that. Instead of having the front sight flush with the rear sights, I'm actually bringing it up some, and I'm lining the rear sight with where the front blade that has the fiber optic attached to it is actually starting to come up from that whole front sight piece. So let me see if that helps. If that helps bring it up instead of adjusting my rear sight, because again it's pretty much maxed out. So I'm just bringing this up. I think I brought it up some. Things just shoots low. So I'm gonna safe to say it doesn't like these pellets. It's just they're shooting really low. I think that one hit underneath the paper again, so that's not even helping. That one there, I was aiming at the very top of the outer circle that I have drawn on there. So I'm gonna say that it is not gonna shoot these well. They just drop like a rock. Yeah, not doing well at all. Let me just try a couple more here. So maybe these will shoot better in something else. But the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex does not like them. Yeah, just I'm aiming like really high, and you can see where they're dropping. So they're too heavy for some reason. even though they're only 6.64 grains. The velocities are really slow, and they just won't outgroup. I mean, they're kind of grouping there, but very low. So, actually got that one inside the circle. So, let me try a couple more. Yeah, everything's just low. So, definitely a no-go with the Kodiak or the Barracudas with this Ruger Mark IV. Yeah, we'll leave it at there. No more. There's no reason to continue testing because it just does not like these. The Barracudas. I keep calling them Kodiaks because they were named Kodiak under the Beeman label, but the Barracuda and the Kodiaks are basically the identical and the exact same pellets. So the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex does not like these. So back here at my review table, some interesting results with these H&N lead-free pellets. The H&N Field Target Trophy Green, they shot very good velocity-wise, and they did group well. Not so much for the H&N Barracudas. This was quite a surprise as to how slow they were, being that they're only 6.64 grains. And the accuracy, they just, I mean, only at 6 yards, and they just seem to drop just like a heavy rock. You can see the results. I mean, I only landed 2 within a circle here. Now, off camera, I went and shot a group with the RWS Hobbies. They're 7 grain, and I was aiming right here, and pretty much everything was kind of landing where I was aiming. I mean, it's a little opened up, but they're centered, elevation and windage wise, not too bad. The group could have been tighter, but you know, definitely a better group. These being heavier lead actually shot faster than the H&N Barracudas, as did the Crosman Premiers that are also lead and weigh 10.5 grains. They shot faster than the H&N Barracudas. So it must have something to do with maybe the shape of the pellet. They're a longer pellet. They're a dome kind of pointed hybrid type pellet. So yeah, the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex definitely does not like these. They're probably maybe better for a higher powered maybe air gun if you're looking for something lead free. I don't think I have anything. I don't have anything like break barrel wise in 177 or yeah 177 caliber. I did, but I sold them a few years back. But it's something I need to get because I want to test these out in those. So I don't know what else. I'll test these out in a couple other CO2 air pistols that I have. I think the 1875 Remington revolver that I have. I'm going to test these out in that. But yeah, the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex just, yeah, does not like these at all. But I did like these, and I'll have to do some more testing with these and continue my search for the right pellet for it. I mean, so far these and a couple others that I've shot have potential. So I guess we'll see. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.